Welcome to the UpNext AI podcast. It's Tuesday, July 7th, 2026, and here's what matters in AI today. We start in orbit. Wired reports that British startup Mass Balance has launched a small autonomous lab into space with the goal of beaming back data that could help train AI models to predict how disease-linked proteins behave. This is still very early, so the right framing is infrastructure, not breakthrough medicine. According to Wired, the system launched aboard a SpaceX transporter inside a 10-centimeter pod built by Austrian company Tumbleweed, and over the next couple of months, it will automatically measure and transmit data on how live cells grow, react, and function in microgravity. The company's bet is that weaker gravity removes some of the noise that complicates experiments on Earth, including convection and sedimentation. That could make some hard-to-study disordered proteins easier to observe. Wired says those proteins are tied to age-related diseases including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and certain cancers, and that missing data around them leaves gaps for life sciences models. The longer-term goal is to use space-generated measurements to train an AI model adapter. But for now, this mission is mainly a test of the operating system and data capture. If it works, orbit starts to look less like a stunt and more like a specialized data source for biology and AI. From space science to the power question underneath the AI boom. The Financial Times reports that Google and trading firm XTX are backing German fusion startup Proxima Fusion in a €400 million round that values the company at €2.4 billion. The extracted article text is not available here, so the supported facts are the round, the valuation, the named backers, and the FT's framing that the AI boom is helping spur interest in fusion. Even with that narrow fact set, the signal is clear. AI capital is moving beyond models and chips and into long-horizon energy bets. Fusion remains highly speculative, but a round this large shows how seriously the market is starting to treat future power demand as part of the AI story. Now to the research pick. A new archive paper from July the 6th is titled Evaluating and Understanding Model Editing for Medical Vision Language Models. The question is simple to ask and hard to solve. If a medical vision language model makes a mistake after deployment, can you patch that specific error without retraining the whole system and without damaging other behavior? The paper says existing multimodal editing benchmarks mostly focus on general-purpose settings, so the researchers built a medical benchmark called M3 Bench. According to the paper, it includes 16,276 questions across different anatomy, imaging modalities, and specialties, and it checks whether edits stay reliable, precise, and generalizable when the inputs vary. The researchers tested 4 editing methods across 6 medical and general vision language models and found that no method was strong across every criterion. Gradient-based editors transferred changes better, but they also caused what the paper describes as catastrophic locality violations, meaning a fix in one spot could create trouble somewhere else. Memory-based methods preserved locality better, but they struggled with broader generalization and were sensitive to the underlying model and tuning. Bottom line, fast post-deployment fixes for medical AI are appealing, but this paper suggests the real challenge is changing the right answer without breaking the rest of the model. Are you building apps with voice? Elevate your app's voice capabilities with 11 Labs. Their API is a game changer for embedding dynamic, responsive voice interactions in your applications, providing unprecedented realism, flexibility, and latency. In fact, you're listening to one of their voices right now. If you are a developer looking to elevate user experience with natural voice interfaces, this is your solution. Visit upnext.fm/11 to check out their latest offerings. First, the decoder says GPT-4's run at the top of Epoch AI's capabilities index lasted about a year, far longer than any model since. Since Claude 3 Opus took the lead in February 2024, the top spot has changed hands 17 times, and the median stay at number 1 is now about 7 weeks. Next, Ars Technica reports that Anthropic removed hidden tracking code from Claude Code after a security researcher exposed it. The report says the code quietly flagged signals like time zone, proxy use, and possible links to Chinese AI labs, and an Anthropic engineer said on X that it had been added as an experiment to fight unauthorized resellers and protect against distillation. And finally, via Simon Willison, Tencent has released HI3 under an Apache 2.0 license. It's a 295 billion parameter mixture of experts model with 21 billion active parameters and a 256K context window. Before we wrap up, a quick note. This podcast is generated with the assistance of AI and is intended for informational purposes only. All referenced articles, research, and commentary remain the property of their original authors and publishers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review, and that's your briefing for today. Full source links are in the episode notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with what's up next.